So guys, Skraev Dauntless Trial. I don't like it. It has the least amount of HP out of any Dauntless Trial, yet I can't find myself wanting to ever do it. Even though I like to play Pike casually, and Pike is going to be the meta for this trial, seeing as it has Tough Hide. And Pike and Axe are the only two weapons I've yet to get a top 5 with, so that would incentivize me to play Pike against this trial. But Jesus Christ, I just can't do it with Skraev Trial, man. Now it did get a little bit easier for casual players with this new 2 modifier rule, which makes it only have Tough Hide and Icy Grave modifiers, whereas previously it also had Umbral Instability and Momentum as modifiers. Umbral Instability being the Shroud Orb that explodes you to 1 HP, and Momentum making it deal extra damage if you fail to interrupt the behemoth. But our top players out there would recognize that the removal of these 2 modifiers basically does nothing for a speedrun, because in a top trial time you are going to be interrupting the behemoth when you can, and you would be killing the behemoth before the Umbral Instability modifier even does anything. And the Icy Grave modifier only activates if you take damage from one of this Grave's ice attacks, which would again not do anything in a top level speedrun. So this means, outside of Tough Hide making you want to run wound damage, this trial basically didn't have modifiers to begin with. So if you ask me, this trial's playability didn't really change. Again, for casual players, you'll probably get your golden marks a little bit easier, seeing as you don't have the Shroud Orb to deal with, but at the top level this trial is the same. So why might I hate this trial? Well, if we're talking about a top level Pike time, I absolutely hate the Dodge Poke Interrupt. But outside of wasting your Revenant on it, it's pretty much the best interrupt method for it. But you should instead waste your Revenant on the Ice Mines to get more damage. But more than half the time I either trade the interrupt or I poke too early and I die. And you're supposed to be right up against a wall for that, so you can time that a bit easier. But depending on how long your Skraev acts stupid for at the beginning, being either 0 seconds or up to 3 or 4 seconds, you'll sometimes be put in a different spot, meaning your boop is going to be a little bit different. But even if you get the boop, then you have to deal with some attack RNG not going your way, and you know, I just can't be bothered. Banging my head through a piece of drywall and then replacing that drywall would be a more productive use of my time. So yeah, I really don't like this trial, and that's why this week's time is with Bastion Chainblades. A lot of competitive players like this trial for some reason, and I just don't get it. But yeah, I'm done with this video just like I'm done with this trial. Drop a like for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I have been Trevor. I go by TheMrTrails, and I will catch you guys next time.